Hi guys, and happy new year, happy 2021. Hope this year brings good health and a prosperous year for all. Um, so yeah, it's been a while since we've made a video, and the reason being is that number one, we spent some time with family, but also number two, everything's just running smoothly. Apart from one company, which unfortunately took a bit of a turn, and that was Mirror Trading International. Now, not too sure what's happening with Mirror Trading International at the moment, but they have come up with a bit of a Hollywood story. Very disappointing because really for one year and 2 months, this company was quite good actually. I mean, we put a bit of money into it, and effectively it was so automated. You literally didn't even have to compound; it was doing the compounding for you. So it is a shame, but there we are. We're in this type of business. This is what happens with these type of companies. Remember, guys, past performances are not indicative of future results. I cannot guarantee your results, and nor can anyone else. We're not here to show you what you need to do with your investments. Okay, and please look at the disclaimer in the comments because it's very, very important to understand risks in this business. Okay, a lot of it is not regulated. Okay, and regulation will be coming in place very, very soon, and it is coming in place because, quite frankly speaking, just look at the price of Bitcoin at the moment, 34K. Within, guys, I mean, since December, just look how much it's climbed here. Okay, this is kind of like the beginning of December, and look how much it has climbed. In the beginning of December, we were sitting at around 17K, and now we are at 34K. We've nearly doubled. And, why is this happening? Well, quite frankly speaking, it's purely because people are understanding Bitcoin. They're recognizing it as digital gold. And that's just the way the movement's happening. PayPal are getting in on the action. A lot of the big hedge funds, institutional traders are getting in on the action. A lot of companies, big companies, are utilizing this token as a digital currency to transfer, buy, sell. And a lot of things are happening now in this space. And if you look at Bloomberg Television, CNBC, CNN, all these major companies are not only just talking about Bitcoin, because remember, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they weren't even talking about Bitcoin. They were completely dismissing it, saying it's just another mad scientist in a bedroom who's created a digital currency, and really it's being used for drugs, it's being used for this bad stuff, and it's just not going to work. But what we're finding in now is that a lot of these big institutions are actually putting in place measures to facilitate this great, great currency. So we need to keep that in mind moving forward. That said, let's talk about the programs that we are all involved in. Well, I hope most of us are involved in because it's a very lucrative company or companies, an industry that we are involved in here. And as I always keep outlining the finishing line kind of like scenario in our previous videos, um, and what we want to do is just go back to that graph that I spoke to you many, many times before, the exponential curve graph, okay? And what we want to do with these companies is to realize the risks. This is why I was talking about the risks right in the beginning of this video and reiterating it as much as I can, because it is a disclaimer, and it is a very, very important disclaimer in that you only trade or use the monies that you can afford to risk. Do not put up a mortgage. Do not do anything silly like that, like selling a car and you need the car to take your kids to school or things like this. Okay, you don't want to do things like this. You want to make sure that you only put up money that you can afford to lose. Meaning, if you put up some money on a given company this week, but this time next week that company has done an exit scam or is gone somewhere walkies or somewhere where you can't find them, you can't see them, basically an exit scam, then the money that you put into this company is effectively gone. And so what are you going to do? Are you going to be in a position where you're going to say, well, that's my hard-earned cash, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, or, I'm going to be struggling now? That is not where you want to be in. You want to put money into this, or what we're certainly doing is we're putting a certain amount of money into these programs where we're saying, okay, Let's see what happens. Okay, you got to have your crypto gambling money in check, and that is the way it works. So if we talk about compounding, now you only want to compound to a certain point. What that certain point is, that's up to you. What we know for our accounts, for the companies that we're involved in, we know that point. So we're saying, okay, I'm going to give myself 12 weeks or 3 months or 5 months, let's just say 4 months, to compound the heck out of company X. Let's just call this company X. Okay? So we're going to keep compounding, 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 compounding up to 4 weeks. Once we hit 4 weeks, the trajectory of this curve is now going to straighten out. And so now that is going to be our earning going forward with this company. And at any given point, we're going to now aim to hit the first marker, which is the amount of money that we put into this section here. We want to get to that point as quick as possible and then take our money out and put it into a wallet for now. And I'll tell you what we do with this. And obviously, once you take that amount of money out, you're now back at this point. However, you're completely risk-free and break even on the company. So now your trajectory curve, let's just do this in purple, starts from here again, and it goes up, 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 up. Same trajectory, okay? But the only difference now, if you follow that purple line, that's your profit line, and that is your break-even line and risk-free line. So at any given point on that purple line, you could take profits there, maybe take profits here, and you're putting that into your wallet. Bang, 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 straight into your wallet. And now you're in a very, very good position in this company because all this now you are completely risk-free. And at any given point, you're taking a certain percentage of profit or however you want to structure it. But I'm just showing you how we're structuring it, how we are structuring our game in this crypto industry. So we are also involved in many, many different companies, and new companies are popping up now and then. I mean, the newest one is Cubitech, and we will be doing a video on Cubitech. It was taking a long time for us to get into it because of certain things, but we'll talk about that in the next video. But now, let's just say we've already got, money, cash, crypto sitting in these companies, and then this company is a new company here. Let's just say, for example, a certain percentage of profits that are coming into your wallet, number one, you just split it with multiple wallets. This one could be Exodus, this one could be a trust wallet, this one could be another type of wallet, yeah? So diversify, split your risk, put some in here, maybe put some in here, okay? And in your main wallet, you could now have another certain percentage for trading, okay? This is your hodling amount, so you're just keeping your crypto assets in your wallet, hoping that BTC will rise. And as you know, BTC is rising. I mean, right now we're sitting at 34K. Who would have thought 34K? So we put a certain percentage of it as a hodl, but maybe a small percentage you can utilize as trading. And trading is very lucrative as well. I mean, we're using Bit7 here. The link of that will be below. And it's a very simple case of, here we are, if we just take a quick trade, 0.001 at 50 leverage, do a quick sell. And we've just done a quick sell here. And now what happens is that we're hoping that this candle is going to be going lower. Now, this is at 34K. It's still very high. So I would think it will try to go below the 34K very, very soon. I'll let you know how that goes. But it's just a trade that I just wanted to show you. Okay. Now look at this. So you're now doing a bit of trading with it. And now you've got a certain percentage to reallocate. Let's just call this R. Reallocate back to other companies which are earning you passive income. So we can place them in this company, this new company here. And again, guys, in that previous video, why are we doing this? Because number one, we're spreading our risk. But number two, we're also leveraging one company to another, to another, to another. I'll give you an example with Finalmente. There we are. So we're 10%, we close that out. There we are. We've made 10%. I mean, guys, this is, again, very, very lucrative way. I mean, look at this. I made 9.41% just now, 10% before, 13% before, 7%, 19%, 11%, 11%, 13%. Very small amounts. This is a small test account, 13%, 30%. We're just using 0.001. That's about, what, $25 at a pop? 8%, minus 6, 10, 10, 15, 9, minus 6 there, 15, 9, 14, minus 24 there, 45% there, 17%. So this is another way you can leverage Bit7, and if you don't want to know more about that, just comments below, and then I can let you know a bit about this. So you can see instantly how much you have diversified your portfolio in the crypto space. But remember, guys, remember that golden thing. This whole thing is a risk in itself, isn't it? Because this whole thing is what? It's the crypto space. So if you've got enough cash, which we have actually taken a little bit of that chunk out. You don't want to do this too often because you get charged fees and things like that. You want to put it into something like Binance, and then you just want to cash it out as hard cash, as fiat, if you really want to. But only with the intention of investing that into something, into a fiat-backed program. Could be property, could be this, could be that. And so that's how you look at the bigger picture in this smart online digital AI technology world. You want to compound to a certain point, okay? Create your own strategy. What is your threshold? Is it 4 weeks? Is it 4 months? Is it 8 weeks? And then aim to break even. Once you hit break even, you go to reset, and then you take this thing to the moon. Okay? Now we're lucky because a lot of these companies are not just flybys and lasting for 3 or 4 weeks as it used to be 6 years ago. They're lasting a good 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months. I mean, CashFX is still doing fantastic. We've got all the links to this below. Explore them, have a look at them, diversify your portfolio. We've got a small community. Click on the link below again. Just go through the comment section below this video. Find out our chat groups and join. Okay? Because the more we join these kind of groups, the more you'll gain knowledge and the more you become comfortable with the idea of risk. So this is a risk video. This is something that you need to identify and be smart. Okay, we're playing with smart money here. We're playing with smart ideas of investing into digital currency, digital AI technology. And remember, guys, we're not just investing in crypto. We're investing in other companies as well. For example, GoFounders, a fantastic company that we're in. 152 webinars, each around 4 hours long. That's the only thing you have to do with this particular company. It's a future IT company. It's got nothing to do with crypto, although they do leverage crypto as payment if you want to. And it's just $97. It's a future unicorn company. This has got nothing to do with trading, AI bots, etc., etc. Finalmente is not even involved in AI technology. In trading at the moment, even though they're going to be going into it very soon. But you could pick a plan. Okay, look at this number here, 54 referrals. If you just purely want to get referrals, you can click finance, purchase plan, and then you go very simply scroll to the advertising rotator. Okay, you click on advertising rotator. What happens? Well, they start sharing your link out for this program, and you start getting people underneath you. And a lot of them pay, and you end up getting commissions. Look at the commissions that we received just from referrals alone. Now, I would say 15% of that is probably our directs, or maybe 20%. But that said, 80% is coming from that plan that we picked. So there's many different ways, guys, to leverage this great industry. We're living in the day of AI technology, artificial intelligence, okay? And we just got to take advantage of it. And we're certainly taking advantage of it. And we hope that you can join us on this great journey. I understand some comments from people where they say, well, it's great to give us this spreadsheet, but I just can't wait till this Ponzi scheme collapses. And quite frankly speaking, the person who makes that comment is actually right. But then what is that person doing? Is he just sitting and not doing anything? Or is he saying, okay, let's devise a plan. Let's wait, give this 8 weeks, because I'm happy to take 8 weeks on this particular program. And let's see if I can make something with it, because the money that I'm putting in on this program, and for 5 weeks, I'm going to risk that money for 5 weeks, hoping that I can then break even at 6 weeks, and then I could take this thing to the moon. And then I'll start taking some profits, putting into my wallet, and then I'll start putting that into other programs, into other companies. So go through this video a couple of times, because I think it's a very important video to understand. There's some great people online, great leaders who share the same idea with us, and we are always happy and always grateful also for people to join underneath us, because we are in it together, okay? And we are all investing money into this, hoping that we can grow it. Now, we're certainly doing that, but like I said, we're not your financial advisors. The decision lies with you. What do you want to do? We can only show you the way. You've got to think about whether it suits your needs. And the best thing about this industry for us is that it's completely passive. All right, that's the word that we're looking at here. The network marketing arm of any one of these companies is just a bonus. Okay, it's just a bonus. What we focus on is the passive, because if the passive doesn't work, then the little guy is not going to work. The little guy is not going to win. And if the little guy doesn't win, then the bigger guy here is not going to win also. What tends to happen in network marketing is that the bigger guy keeps creating smaller guys, yeah? That's their job, yeah? To create a network, okay? But is that the business model they're basing it on? And if the company then starts to collapse because the little guys want their money back because something's happened with the withdrawals or things like that, then it comes back up, comes back up, and then the big guy, what does the big guy do? He goes in hiding for a little while, and then he joins another company, and he starts the whole process again. This is not the way to do business, I don't think. I don't think this is the way business should be conducted. Okay? Now, I do understand that some of the companies that we're involved in, we're talking about the passive, but that passive could purely be based on this. It could be, but we don't know that. All we know is what they are showing us, and we need to maximize that based on this setup here. So I hope that was a good video. I know it was a bit long, 18 minutes long. View it in fast mode. It does make sense, and hopefully you guys will have a fantastic 2021. Go get them.